Hello, this is One Black British Woman's Voice, and today I'm going to touch on the unicorn, which is white people allyship. Recently it came to light that a white multi-millionaire YouTuber by the name of Jake Paul, or Logan Paul, anyway, the one that's hated the most, had been taking advantage of the protests which have flared up across American states due to an African-American man being ritualistically murdered by yet another white cop by appearing to loot a clothes store. Now, I can't categorically state that he was looting, but he was certainly standing in the midst of the other looters, glorifying in the destruction of a clothing retailer and fully intending to use his participation as content on his child bait channel later on. Which brings me to the point of this vlog. Black people, please be careful which white people you call an ally, because most aren't there to benefit us. Some of them are just strictly there to enjoy the chaos. Too often I see black people inviting white people to the cookout simply because they tweeted some surface level conscientiousness. Acknowledging that black people have it tough should not result in blacks tripping over themselves to hand them a plate. If you're rewarding white people for demonstrating a modicum of basic humanity, then my friend, your bar has been set in hell. It's commonly known that white people are the prime harbourers of the psychopathy called the Dark Triad. Now, the Dark Triad is a compendium of 3 dark personality traits which comprise of Machiavellism, if you know anything about Machiavelli, he was a trickster, a fraud, narcissism, so racism induced through a false belief in superiority, and psychopathy. And as some of you might know, a psychopath masks his true nature by mimicking empathy, by mimicking allyship and caring. This is why Dylann Roof, or Roof Dylan, was able to smile and sit in a black church for 1 hour before taking out his gun and assassinating a senator and killing a bunch of other congregationers. This is why 3 white men smiled at a black work colleague, invited them into their truck with the promise to drive him home, but instead drove him to a forest, tied him to the back of the truck, and then dragged his body all around town until his arm was decapitated and he died. This is why whites smile unashamedly when they justify a white policeman placing his knee on a fellow human's neck until he suffocated that black man to death. This is why whites smiled as they bombed a Birmingham Alabama church with children inside, killing 4 of them. So you're going to tell me that they can't smile whilst protesting with us? I mean, have a look at this clip. Those were white supremacists at a Black Lives Matter protest. Also this clip.
That's it. Don't think for a second that he represents who these cops are from all over the county and around the state. We go out there to help people, not do that nonsense. There we go. I want to tell you, where's my man? Right there. Where's the gentleman?
Oh, I think he took off.
Okay, yeah, my man. Pastor Hawkins, see, I was going to tell you, we want to be with y'all for real. So I took my helmet off and laid the batons down.
Yeah.
I want to make this a parade, not a protest. You got little ones here, you got dogs, so what's up? So listen, I'm just telling you, these cops love you. That cop over there hugs people, so you tell us what you need to do.
Now, with all this sheriff's bluster on his part, why wasn't there a single black policeman standing behind him in that clip? If he's here because he loves you, why hasn't he abolished the institutional racism inherent within the hiring process of his own local police force? Now, obviously, I'm not saying that all white people are wolves in sheep's clothing. We do have some white allies. Jane Elliott, who spearheaded the Blue Eyes versus Brown Eyes project, is one of them. But don't get swept away with that one example. After all, Amy Cooper, a white woman who called the police on a black man who had simply asked her to tie up her dog and lied on the call that he was hitting her, was left wing. Anyway, this is One Black British Woman's Voice. I'm out. As always, leave your comments below. Remember to also subscribe to my backup channel on the black owned and run website Black Junction TV. That means anything that's taken down here by YouTube will be put on there, and it can never be removed because it's black people running that place. Again, leave your comments below. This is One Black British Woman's Voice, which is losing. And I'm out. I wear my sunglasses at night. Sorry, I couldn't. I've just been watching a lot of 80s music, and there's a song title called that, and it just just came to my head. Anyway, this is One Black British Woman's Voice, and I swear I'm out.